don't forget that this hour is brought to you by a wonderful storable foods company that I personally use, mypatriotsupply.com/Alex, 866-229-0927. Find all their specials, super high quality, great customer service, non-GMO, mypatriotsupply.com/Alex. Randy, I kind of did a whole jag for 18-minute segment going back to the genesis of my true awakening as a talk show host who was willing to cover real issues, learning about Bill Clinton and the proto-Homeland Security that he proposed, preparing to take over the states and wage war on conservatives and libertarians. Now this is all public. But yes, they've been preparing East St. Louis as a detonation point for a while. And so I'm glad that you brought up that issue. Do you have any points on what I just said?
Yes, Alex. By the way, I got DNA Force last week. I just wanted to tell you that the geography here is very important. St. Louis itself is very important, and I want to correct you. It's not East St. Louis. East St. Louis is on the east side of the Mississippi
I know it's
River.
north. It's north. I know. I'm brain dead.
But that's it. This is Alex. This is very important because
the railways.
The Mississippi River envelops 3/4 of Greater St. Louis. So if there's some kind of a push or disturbance, it's all going to move from the north end of the community to the south. And to the south is where the rich people, the white people, the average people, the Hispanic, everybody else lives. And this is set up purposely, and the city where they did these DOD drills is actually between where this Pruitt-Igoe urban housing project, the greatest federal disaster ever in a housing project, and where this Ferguson is. It's right there. And you talked about the stuff moving south or South St. Louis. What actually happened was there were people that were starting to move out of that area, and they moved to the mall on the west side of town, which is south.
No, I understand. I understand. You know the area. You're informed. Try talking for 3 hours. I start getting stuff wrong. No, I know it's North St. Louis. They had these drills in East St. Louis and the North, correct? 2 years ago. I mean, I don't want to get caught in the minutia. The point is, this is a key strategic area. Why was the military there before? Yes.
Well, it's key strategic because of the geography and the way the Mississippi River would basically provide a barrier for people if they were to flee. You can't go anywhere but one direction. It's very, very, very important there.
No, you're right. It's landlocked, almost like a peninsula.
Yes. But the threat was to the mall where there's Nordstrom and Macy's and all these others. It was the better areas. That's what they shut down the mall last night in the Galleria.
Interesting, Randy. Very interesting points. Well, thank you for helping us out with that. Bottom line, they're preparing for martial law. I don't want to miss the forest for the trees here. Let's talk to Max in Wisconsin. Thanks for holding. You're on the air.
Hello, Mr. King of Reality. I have killed thousands of spiders and watched them sucked into the blackness, tangled in their own web. The pyramid has no top, where we all live in the realm of oneness, of the circle, God, the master builder. Even the 360th right and the fart-like Mariah has already failed by blinding themselves with the dim light of phallic measuring egotism. I call to remind them that, verified through my own experience, justice in equal measure awaits.
Sounds very interesting. You want to talk about Illuminati and eugenics, is what it says on the board. Anything else?
No, keep up the good work.
Thank you for the call. Let's talk to Adrian from Missouri, says has inside info on the riots. Thanks for calling, Adrian. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Alex?
Good, sir. Go ahead. Tell us what happened.
Hey, yes, I was at the Ferguson protest rallies yesterday and the day before, but what they did yesterday was totally uncalled for. They had riot police out there in full tactical gear, and while we was across the street, and we were protesting patiently, we was protesting peacefully, and right around the time of, right before the 12 o'clock mark, they told us that we had to disassemble and we had to move along. Now, from my recollection, I don't think that there's an expiration date on your First Amendment right to a peaceful protest. I don't think that you're supposed to have a expiration date. But they told us to move out of the street and put us on the sidewalk. Now, we're on the sidewalk. This is the public sidewalk. We can protest all we want, all right, as long as we're not impeding traffic, okay? And what they did at the 12 o'clock mark, everybody started moving to another part of the city to go protest. But the ones that were still standing there, they told the media, the local news crews, to leave. They did a media blackout.
No, I know. I don't like the fact they've been kicking the media out, and we've seen police shoot people before who aren't armed and then try to cover it up. I don't know if that's the case, but I mean, obviously it stinks. And so, but it's two different issues. People demonstrating should have the right to do that. But when you've already got looting and stuff going on, it'll be used to suspend everybody's rights, which is why they want to stir this up on MSNBC and other places. So I hear what you're saying. In fact, I'd like to get your name and number and have you on the nightly news for like 10 minutes tonight so you can give us your real perspective and also document for us that you're indeed there. And maybe you can show my crew around when they get there tonight or tomorrow, sir. How's that sound?
Hey, that sounds perfect.
All right, guys, thank you, sir. Guys, get Adrian's name and number and then give it to Jakari and Biggs and Josh and everybody else before they go, if they haven't already gone yet. And let's try to get him on the nightly news. The InfoWars crew absolutely loves coffee because we love being awake. And I am somewhat of a connoisseur of coffee. So many times you go to a restaurant or even to a coffee shop and the coffee tastes like garbage. And in all the different coffees I've tried, my favorite is grown in the high mountains, in shade, Arabica, on the border with Guatemala in southern Mexico by the Chiapas farmers. I make sure we've done the research. I make sure it's the very best product that we can offer you when I put my name on it. And I believe, and it's my taste, so you may differ, that this is the best coffee in the world from southern Mexico. Wake Up America Patriot Blend, 100% organic, Arabica shade grown. And then we have the Immune Support, 100% organic coffee, infused with a special type of mushroom known to boost the immunity.
This coffee is seriously so smooth. I normally have to douse my coffee with cream and sugar and cinnamon and all kinds of tasty treats, but this, I drink this black. It is so good.
Well, that's why I like it, is that it has a kick, it has really good caffeine in it, it has a good clean wake up that lasts for a long time, doesn't give me a headache, but it's so smooth, it's so delicious. Just try it out for yourself. I'm telling you, this is my favorite coffee. We went through a lot of trouble to bring you this. Just try it, and I think you'll be hooked like we are here at InfoWars. Well, folks, find out for yourself and support the information war today. It's all available at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.